Hi, and welcome to Office Hours with Dr. Doug. Today, I've got a professional trader, Charles Polikoff. Charles, good to have you here. Charles has been trading for over 12 years, and he's consistently managed between $10 and $20 million. He's trained hundreds of other professional traders, and he's considered one of the top professional traders on the street. Charles, today, while I have you, I want to talk to you about finding the right trading opportunities. Okay, it's a question on a lot of guys' minds about how to find the right trade in this kind of a market. So my first question is, where do you really think the best trading opportunities are in this market?
You know, so much of that depends on your time horizons, your approach, what you believe, how skewed risk-reward is in your favor. I'm finding right now, just for my own personal trading, I'm skewed much more towards the short-term discipline.
Okay.
For me, it's all about sort of assessing what my levels are, different S&P buying opportunities or shorting opportunities,
okay,
deciphering risk-reward, and then using a host of both quantitative and technical indicators, breadth indicators, volume indicators to help me assess where the best opportunities are.
But in this market, I hear they're talking about the VIX index being down today. So in this market, where are you actually looking for to find the best trades? Are they in equities? Are they in commodities?
Well, for me, it's been mostly equities. I mean, I'm more or less an equities trader, and I'm a huge fan of sort of sticking to, understanding who you are, know who you are, and more importantly, know who you're not. Okay. So for me, it's been all about equities, and it's been using whether it's catalyst, an earnings-driven event, a guidance-driven event, more of a macro event, looking for some sort of catalyst that enables me to determine.
So let's talk about a catalyst today. So
sure
Obama's talking about the new emissions elements for cars. You were trading this market, we were supposed to tape earlier today, you came in at midday, you're going to go back to the market later this afternoon. When you hear what he's talking about, what are you going to be looking for where the opportunities could be in this kind of environment?
It's interesting you say that because, I was talking to a group of guys that I bounce a lot of ideas off of. And specifically today, you see that JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley have come out and said they essentially want to buy, they want to pay back the TARP.
Right. And
we were watching the price action on a lot of these banks. They were very, very strong yesterday, more or less weak volume. Yesterday we were very, very strong also, but on very, very weak volume. We noticed a lot of the volume indicators were running at about 0.6, 0.7, their run rate, which to me lends itself to there's some buying out there, but it really seems more like a lack of selling or potentially some short covering. And what I found interesting as I left my office, I looked up and I saw JP Morgan down, Goldman Sachs making a new high, but Wells Fargo down, and some of these other banks, which you would imagine would be providing some leadership in this type of a tape, that are acting really, really poorly. So, again, I'm a big fan of using levels and a confluence of events. So, some key levels for me were 914 on the S&P, 894 on the S&P yesterday. So I'm looking at 914 today, and I'm trying to judge how these positions are acting relative to what's happening in the market. And when you get these types of divergences, that's when you can be afforded an opportunity, a potential short entry, a potential long entry. If you looked at the market yesterday, I believe our market lows were 875 overnight. And that's sort of been a key, short-term support level. Okay.
I need to stop you right there because we're out of time for today's segment. But your insights are very helpful, especially everyone out there. Next week, we're going to talk about the mental game on the next session, okay? Thanks for joining us this segment on Office Hours with Dr. Doug. If you have any questions, feel free to go to my website, drdoug.com.